Hey guys, Sean here, going to explain to you how to answer this question correctly. So we got the supporting evidence question about the relationship between protected areas of the rainforest and increasing or decreasing biodiversity. So the question asks, which finding, if true, would most directly support Dr. Lovejoy's argument? Now, we have two words that kind of show his claims. The first underline, we see Dr. Lovejoy posits that this decline in biodiversity is primarily due to the decreased ability of species to move freely between fragmented habitats. So if you look at the green arrows, the correlation here is that the decrease in the ability to move leads to a decrease in biodiversity. Now, if we continue reading, in the last sentence, he says, he contends that preserving larger connected areas of habitat would help maintain biodiversity by allowing species to move more freely and maintain genetic diversity. So this would mean that the correlation is, or the cause and effect relationship is, that preserving larger connected areas leads to an increased ability to move through different areas of the habitat. Now, do you see, like, this would be a decrease in the ability to move, and here we see an increase in the ability to move. So here, if a decrease in the ability to move leads to a decrease in biodiversity, then an increase would probably lead to an increase in biodiversity, or at least a maintenance of biodiversity. So what we're looking for is either one of these relationships, either this or this, among the answer choices. So when we look at answer choice alpha, it says populations in larger, more connected forest patches, which connects to the preserved larger connected areas here, had higher genetic diversity. So a higher genetic diversity would mean higher biodiversity. So alpha seems to work and is aligned to the kind of answer that we are anticipating. Answer choice Bravo doesn't work because we see increased jaguar population doesn't necessarily mean increase in biodiversity, because this is just one species. And also, this doesn't work because of this increase happened even in fragmented areas. And it needs to happen in preserved connected areas, not in fragmented areas. Now, Charlie sounds like it could be right because it sounds reasonable, but Charlie doesn't really have a reference to these preserved larger connected areas. So Charlie, even though it sounds reasonable, doesn't really match the claim that we see in the passage. And delta doesn't work because delta shows the opposite of the relationship we're looking for. Here, there are efforts to protect the habitat, and despite that, the biodiversity is still decreasing. So delta doesn't work, would not support the claim. So alpha is the only thing that works. Alpha is your answer. Got it? Good.